Hey guys, everything new under the sun here. You'll note that I am using a microphone. It's actually a rock band microphone from the video game. I got it from a second-hand store. I thought it would help improve my audio. Apparently it has some crackling noises, as some people have commented, and I've heard it as well. So I'll probably have to upgrade my mic at some point. Maybe actually purchase something for real money. We'll see. I got this for $5. It does improve the audio of the iMac, but it's not good enough, so stay tuned for better audio coming in the future. This one's from the Washington Examiner. Everything new on the sun here. Did I say that already? This one is about a borderless world. Does the Bible describe a time in which we will have no borders? It does indeed, when it speaks of a one world government and one world leader and a one world currency, i.e. the mark of the beast. It speaks of this in the end times, maybe just prior to and throughout the 7-year tribulation, when there's a one world government. And John Kerry here is speaking of a borderless world. Kerry slams Trump's wall. I assume it's the wall between Mexico and the U.S., and tells grads apparently to prepare for a borderless world. Secretary of State John Kerry took a shot at Donald Trump during his Friday commencement speech to Northeastern University graduates by saying no wall is big enough to keep dangerous terrorists out of the United States. Many of you were in elementary school when you learned the toughest lesson of all on 9/11. He said in a speech at Boston Garden, "There are no walls big enough to stop people from anywhere tens of thousands of miles away who are determined to take their own lives while they target others." So they think that everything that we've lived and learned tells us that we will never come out on top if we accept advice from soundbite salesmen and carnival barkers who pretend the most powerful country on earth can remain great by looking inward. Kerry adding hiding behind walls, is he making a veiled reference to Israel by building how Israel built the walls there, which actually has done a great deal to prevent suicide bombers from coming into Israel. It's actually worked fairly well. So he's not speaking of evidence by way of history. And hiding behind walls at a time that technology has made that impossible to do and unwise to even attempt. Kerry didn't mention Trump by name. It goes on. Kerry also seemed to dismiss the importance of national borders. Let me zoom this down here. He said technology has reshaped the world into one that the U.S. must engage. At the risk of being left behind, he said Trump and others who want to look inward are making a mistake. For some people, that is all they need to simply to climb under their sheets, close their eyes, and push the world away, Kerry said. And shockingly, we even see this attitude from some who think they ought to be entrusted with the job of managing international affairs. So this is some political biting back and forth, Kerry and Trump. The future demands from us something more than nostalgia for some rose-tinted version of the past that did not really exist in any case. You're about to graduate into a complex and borderless world. Now, I don't know if John Kerry has read the Bible. I'm assuming he has had experience with the Bible, most in the U.S., maybe even grow up in churches, for a couple of years anyways. He's probably old enough that he grew up in some sort of a Anglican or a Baptist church or something like that. I'm guessing he knows this, so I don't know if he's speaking with knowledge of the Bible, but certainly in the end times there will come a period where there is a one world government. There's a breakdown of world society. There's a breakdown of sovereign governments, and in that time, when we break that down, when we get rid of borders, we will have a one world government. We will have a cashless society. We will have mark of the beast system, some system by which you can't buy, sell, or trade unless you have, well, I guess you can trade, buy or sell unless you have the mark, whatever this mark is from the world government. And there will be a one world leader who will eventually become the Antichrist in this new borderless world that Kerry speaks of. So very prophetic words coming from still arguably the world the one world power as it stands now, although they're basically not a world power anymore, since Obama has done his best to not go into wars, which they would otherwise they would have to be in to stay a world power. I think the power is shifted to China and Russia there, and so you can see China and Russia in the major significant wars in the Middle East, and I think the power shifted over to them. But again, prophetic words from John Kerry about a borderless future where there will be no sovereignty. We will get rid of our dollars, and I think I don't know if he knows it or not. Maybe he has some background information, but it's going to come sooner than later. I think that Americans and other countries give up their sovereign currency, give up their sovereign country, their borders, and their citizenry, and everyone will come on board with this one world government, and we're moving quickly there. And he says it right here. It's going to be a borderless world in the future. So pay attention. It's coming real soon, and we see it shaping up for Bible prophecy. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.